that?
I'm feeling pretty hideous.
No, you could never. Your inner beauty shines through.
How are you
also
feeling?
physically very beautiful.
How are you feeling? You're due now.
I'm baby is fully formed. Organs are fully formed according to Baby Center. So yeah, after this party, it's like eviction process.
Oh my gosh.
Show us your belly.
Yes.
Show your belly.
Show the bump. Show the bump. Okay. Wait, I'll stand up. Let me stand up.
Beautiful.
And like, I've gained like 30 pounds, 30-ish pounds, and it's all concentrated right here. And it hurts. Hi, Kim. Oh, hey, LJ.
Hey, LJ.
There's Eileen, Gina, Jen. Hi. This is Hey, Kat.
Women
Background. Hey, we should do this more often.
Yeah.
Here, there we go.
Hey, all of our friends are friends with us, which means they would love each other. So
one big party.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been doing this?
About 5 months.
I love it.
Yeah.
Been a
labor of love.
Yeah, I bet.
Chuk has been cooking the baby and the podcast at the same time.
I love it.
I know it. I've really been doing all the work. Just kidding. I think I've told some of you, I feel like the dead weight, and I won't be self-deprecating because I know the other three will give me way more credit than I deserve. But this is really like, this is really due to their efforts.
I couldn't have done it together without each other. Oh my God, what was I trying to say?
Hey, how come I can't see all the other participants? Oh wow! Oh, I get it. I get it.
Light, very light.
Yeah, there.
The slide show has housekeeping info about like the best view and settings.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
LJ, where are you?
I'm at a brewery.
Yes, girl. Cheers.
Old Stump in Pomona.
Oh, nice.
We got word it was open. Showed up.
I'm not mad at that. We're just waiting to get a critical mass, guys, and then we'll get started. But thank you again for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Maya's coming. Judy's coming.
I know Tracy's been trying to get in. Let's see if she's here.
I know I pushed admit quite a few times for her myself.
This is really exciting. I really feel like I'm at a party. Like, I'm so excited to see all these
Put it in my cart and I go.
that I socially like. It's not like a work thing.
No, screw it.
It's a beautiful release to see so many beautiful faces after being stuck at home and seeing my husband and my kids.
Girl, you're not alone.
Like, their faces are fine.
They're okay. Hi, Judy. Hi, Maya.
Hi.
Oh, Nicole is here.
Hi.
Hi.
There's LJ. There's Nicole. There's Judy.
I was trying to get my mic to work. I just figured it out.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, this is so exciting for you guys.
Judy.
Oh, thank you.
I'm drinking Modelo Negra.
Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Can I see your face, Nancy, or are you just going to do the stock picture? Calling you out.
I did it too.
Yay! Hi, girls.
Oh, I see Gina too. Hi, Gina.
Thanks for coming.
Hi guys. Congrats.
Thank you. Hi,
Yeah,
Gina.
my michelada. I don't know
Yummy.
who else appreciates that, but Chuk, I also have the simpler wines in my fridge.
They're the best.
I also like the simpler ones.
Like the perfect serving.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess,
That's what I take to the park when I go to the
yeah. It doesn't look alcoholic. It looks very
No,
cute.
it doesn't.
But
like
like
an
it
energy
actually
drink.
gets me drunk, and that just might be just
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
it's me.
Hi, girls.
Alcohol content is pretty high, actually.
Jeanette, hey girl.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for coming. Hi, Daisy and Mav.
Hello. We both just woke up, so
Oh, Saturday nap, fantastic.
I know it's great. How are you guys doing? I miss you guys. It's so
I
great to see you
know.
guys.
So the day we can see each other again.
I know. And congrats on the launch. So exciting for all of you guys.
Thank you.
Seriously, thank you all for joining. This is so
Good.
fun already.
Yay.
What do you think, Teacher? Should we go? Yeah. Oh, I just got your text. Issa's very into it. I don't know.
I know. I'm loving it.
Seeing
All
everyone
right,
come in
guys, we're almost
awesome.
10. We'll be starting in about a minute. Don't forget to grab your drink. Enjoy the music while you're waiting.
Everyone.
Don't be afraid to use the chat box. We'd love for you guys to engage. This is a safe space. Oh my God, I can hear my kids crying in the background. Yes. I guess Dave won't be joining us.
Daddy duty.
Mhm. Em, are you guys in your new house? It looks great. I love the exposed wood.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so lovely. Oh, it's so rustic. I love it.
Thank you.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Menke.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
We're going to get started. Welcome to TITT Talks. We're so excited to have you. We've been waiting for so long to really introduce you to what we've been working on. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Teacher, who's kind of going to start us off.
Hey, everyone. We know it's a crazy time right now, so we are so grateful that you're taking this moment to stop by and really celebrate something that's important to us that we actually put together. It's kind of like our baby. So this is Tisha.
Ooh. This is Isa.
This is Tilo.
And I'm Chuk. Tiffany Chukiet.
Yeah, so just a few things. Like Isa said, we encourage you to interact with us. So you can either raise your hand on the screen, raise your hand in the participants panel on the bottom. And on your screen, you should see a speaker view or a grid view. Change it to speaker view so you can better follow along. And I also see you guys are drinking some awesome stuff. I myself am having a shot and a beer. What are you girls having?
I actually went for the simpler wines. Mango.
Nice. I started with a shot because nerves, and then there's my Riesling.
Isa, we're drink sisters.
Sorry,
This
stole
is
it.
my drink, the mango simpler wines. Trader Joe's owes us money.
Yeah, they do.
Definitely owe us
Or
money.
at least a free case of wine at this
Yeah.
point.
I'm also drinking a boba too, so I'm kind of double mixing. But what we're gonna do is kind of be interactive. We're all gonna unmute you. We'd love to hear you just say hi or hey. After that, we're gonna go into fun facts about us or just a little intro, maybe where you're tuning in from. You know, whatever you want to volunteer. So after we introduce ourselves, like Teacher said, go ahead and raise your hand in the chat or under your screen under reactions. We'd love to hear from you. So. Go ahead, Teacher, you first.
Well, I feel like known all of you for a long time now, but for those of you who don't know every aspect of my life, this is Tiffany Tay. I am the mother of a 2-year-old spunky girl, love her so much. My fiance Michael is joining us as well. And I just have to say, it's very easy to put a goal together, but to actually execute and put something like this together, I'm so grateful to the other 3 girls that's part of TITT Talks. So thank you all so much for making a dream come true. It was a lot of work, and who knows where it'll go, but I'm just so grateful to be on this journey with you.
Thank you, Teacha. And I'm Isa. I'm also so thankful for these girls. It's a hard journey. It's like creative. You have to be technical. So it's so awesome that we all supported each other. We had deadlines. It's amazing that this is here now. So I'm Isa. I have a 10-month-old who's going to be 11. She's sleeping right now. Thank you. And so that's me. I have a husband. We're fun. We're cool. Just kidding. This is really something that's so new for us. So thank you again, you guys, for tuning in. But that's a little tidbit about me. And turn it over to Tilo.
Hey guys, how are you? I think I know most of you, but if I don't, I have 2 children. I have a 5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old, and it's crazy times with them being at home all day. But I live in Pasadena, California, and I've been a 626 girl since it was the 818, if anybody has lived here since forever, but born and raised in SoCal and haven't lived anywhere else. My husband is actually from New York, but we're never going to move there. So California for life. I'll pass it on to Chook now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chook. I met these girls in college and we became really close, and I'm so thankful for that. Together we make TITT. I live in Orange County now. I've been in Orange County like all my life except for when I went to UCLA, and that was like the furthest I went. I'm married to my husband, Glenn. We have our angel 3-year-old Kai, and any day now we will have our second son. His name will be Casey with a K. You all heard it first. And we're just really excited to have him here and then start our journey as parents of 2, which will be kind of scary, but I know.
Worth it. Well worth it.
Grateful.
Yeah. Hey, Chook, show us your belly.
Okay.
Now that everybody's here.
Okay.
She did an early showing.
Yeah. Everyone look at me. Everyone look at me. This is me. This is 38 weeks of like love and pain and labor, and I was telling some people, like, I'm at the point now where every time I think about laying down, I have to think about the consequences of laying down and how I'm going to get back up, because I'm going to have to go to the bathroom soon. And I call it like the roly-poly move, where I'm just like stuck on my back and I don't know how to get up. And nobody can help me except for myself. But anyways.
The end is near.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting a lot of awesome feedback on the group chat. One of the
Will you podcast the birth? They ask.
I love that.
Schedule that.
I will actually think about that. We'll think about the parts I want to podcast. That's an excellent question.
Thank you.
Want to share? Anybody want to introduce themselves?
Or just say hey.
Yeah.
We'll give you a little bit of time, but if you're shy, no worries. We have another time to participate.
Chook, what's the due date? What's your due date?
June 13th.
But do you think it's going to be earlier?
I mean, I do. I feel like he's struggling to get out. Like he's punching me. He's punching my ribs. And I do like the thought of like a nice round number. So if he came anywhere from like June 4th to June 8th, I'd be really happy, because I kind of just want him out.
Well, introduce yourself. Give us some.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nicole. I've also known all these girls for probably the same amount of time, and I met them at UCLA. I'm so happy for you guys. This is awesome. I'm excited. I have 2 kids too. Right now, I'm down in San Diego visiting my parents. I haven't seen them in like 3 months since COVID. So it's so where I'm here's
Hey,
my
John.
husband.
Is that John? Hey, John. Hey, Fish.
Yeah. So, so anyway, we're excited for you guys. Here comes one of my munchkins. Do you want to say hi, Ashley? Here, let me take off my earbuds. Come around and say hi. Anyway, I don't want to hog that.
So for people who don't know Nicole, she is
Yes.
actually like an influencer.
Yes,
A real one.
influencer for sure.
Beach Seeker fam.
She has like legit sponsors. She gets vacuums and
Free hotel
there's-
stays.
Tiffany, Aunt Tilo, Aunt Choke, Isa, and then
hey Ashley.
Anybody else
well.
want to say anything?
So many of you out there that we love. So if you want to introduce yourself, please.
Can I call on Jeanette?
Woo!
Jeanette.
Hi guys, I'm so proud of you guys.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. So
Tell us about you.
Oh God, I'm complicated. No, I met all the girls at UCLA via Isa, who was my next door neighbor our freshman year, and she met me and absolutely hated me.
I did.
And her reason for hating me is because she said I was way too happy and always had a bunch of guys around me, and the way I dress totally.
You should love, by the way.
Yeah. But we became best friends over time. I think by the end of that freshman year, I won her over. And then I love these girls every single time we come back to LA. I'm from LA. I'm Puerto Rican. So we got that island love going on. Yeah. That's right. You know, they are, Isa and Jake are godparents to my babies. So they are, we're family. So these girls are family too, because every time we come down, we get to see them and hang out with them. So I'm just really proud of you girls. So
yeah, we are all extended family at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So if you guys are a little shy, that's totally cool. We can go on to the next piece of the show.
Yeah. Great. Sheik, you want to spin us off?
Oh yeah, I absolutely do. So we'll take this time to play for you our trailer, which is actually our very first recording as newbie podcasters. So please, you know, give us a break, but I think you will enjoy it. It should give you a flavor of what our podcast will be like, but it will be even better.
And I do have to give a huge shout out to Isa, who put this all together in like the wee hours of the night, trying to figure out what software to use, because we never planned on doing this remotely. So the fact that we actually hit the milestones that we wanted to hit on all these haphazard platforms, I have to give that to Isa. Thank you so much.
And also thank you to Teacha and USC.
Oh, I know, that hurt so much, didn't it? Okay, let's do it.
Here we go.
She has fancy Zoom.
Hey everyone, this is Tiffany. It's Isa.
And I'm also Tiffany.
This is the last Tiffany.
And this is TITT Talks, a podcast for modern women living in a mama world.
Hey guys, it's Isa from TITT Talks.
Hey!
Hey guys!
Hey! And those are the Tiffany's. We're here because we decided to embark on this adventure with each other. We've always wanted to put something out into the world, but we noticed an absence of voices that, you know, came from Asian American women who happen to be moms living in this modern world. And so we actually came up with the idea of sitting in Chuk's dining room, which we have done millions of times. Tilo brought up the fact that there really isn't a voice like ours out there. We thought about doing blogs and other things, and we just thought as a start, what a great way to really talk about issues important to us, that we laugh about, that we cry about, through a podcast. We all met at UCLA. Go Bruins, fight, fight, fight. We rushed the same sorority, Alpha Delta Pi. Pi love, everybody out there. But we really, really got close, growing together through exes, through professions, through adventures, through Vegas. From the good old McDonald's Big Mac and chicken nuggets meal, yes, supersize us. We've definitely refined our tastes in food and in life. So I'm going to hand it over to Chook to tell you what we do together.
Hey guys, this is Chook. I'm one of the Tiffany's, the youngest Tiffany. I'm just going to go through a rundown of what we do together. We eat, we talk, we get our kids together, we get our kids to spend energy together, we go on little vacations together, and we serve as each other's therapists via text. I love these girls, and now I'll hand it over to one of the other Tiffany's.
Hey guys, this is Tiffany, aka T-Lo. So obviously we share an amazing bond with each other. We've been friends for 17 years, actually. And it's amazing. We do so many things together and we love each other and our kids are growing up together. But outside of that, we also happen to be working professional mothers. So we thought it would be a great thing to just kind of do a little round table about what each of us do professionally. So I'll start with myself and let you know that I've been in the corporate side of retail for the past 15 years, holding positions anywhere from buying and planning and merchandising, working in department stores and also vertical retailers. And my last stint, and my most current stint, I guess, has been with Cotton On Kids. And I just celebrated my 7-year anniversary with the company, and it's been a great run. And with that, I'll pass it on to
me. Hey guys, it's Isa. I am in commercial real estate by day. I'm an asset manager. And then by night, I love DJing and I love dancing. Those are two of my passions that I love to explore, and really highlights my mindset that it's never too late to learn something that you really love and invest in yourself. And with that, I'm going to pass it on to Chook.
Hey guys, I'm a lawyer. Business litigator for a small firm. And I really enjoy what I do. And I think this job fits me well because I love lists and I love to explain and I love to argue and I love to be right. So with that being said, I'll pass it to Teacher.
Hi, I am Tiffany Chavez-Tay, the last of the Tiffany's. I'm in fundraising and alumni relations for a major research university, and I also love what I do. I'm also a mom to a spunky, beautiful little 2-year-old girl and a fiance to a great partner. And I have to say, I love you girls so much and everything that you represent. And I can't imagine a single day where I don't get to talk or text to you guys. So I'm so glad we're doing this together.
We love you back. Yay.
So sweet.
So thank you so much for joining us. We created this podcast as a creative outlet, but also wanted to fill a gap we noticed when we became mothers looking for like-minded podcast personalities. So we just want to create a safe and positive place for us to share our stories with you and each other. And we hope you tune in for future episodes where we share stories about our own lives. In the meantime, stay in touch through our Instagram on TITT Talks, and we look forward to having you in our lives too.
And that's it, you guys. You have it there. That was the trailer, and you heard it first. So one thing I do want to say is I promise you the audio gets better. So bear with us. We are amateurs at best. So just bear that in mind. But we've been learning along the way. And what I'm going to dive into now is probably just a little bit more of the origin story around it. Like you heard in the trailer, the ideation really just came from a conversation that we were having because we were doing one of our normal get-togethers with our spouses and our children. And I suppose like while the conversation sparked was around Asian American females, it's actually females as a whole. And what we've come to realize as we've gone through the podcast episode by episode is it's just our gender as a whole, and we deserve a space to speak. We deserve for our stories to be heard. We deserve a platform. And, I speak for all three of us when I say the main keystone points of why TITT Talks came to be is because of representation and white space. We know there's a void that needs to be filled. And it's because of platform. Like, we all have so much to say and we all have stories to tell. So why shouldn't they be heard? And if that means that we are independent women and we're creating a platform for ourselves, that's what we're going to do. And really the last piece of that is community. I am sure, and I'm absolutely sure that the Tiffany's and I are not the only people that look out and would love to see a relatable version of themselves back at them. And that's what this is really about. It's about that community that we're building, this safe space, and really just like those three things. So that's why we started this journey. It's been so fun along the way, but we hope that resonates with you as well, because it means a lot to us. And with that, I will pass it on to Isa, who will talk about our mission statement.
Hey guys, we all actually wrote down our mission and vision statements. We were very organized, and we actually did this at Pasta Sisters in Culver City. So it's crazy that we are now here with you. But our mission is to connect with modern women through our own lenses. And that's why you're here. That's why we're having a party too, because you're our, immediate community. We want to expand. We want you to be a part of it. So that is our mission statement, to connect with you guys through our experiences, and we hope you relate. I'm going to pass it to Ticha for our vision.
Thank you, Isa. So our vision is to create a community of modern women who celebrate and redefine motherhood. And we really just wanted to create a safe space where we can talk about fun and serious topics in a group where all of our achievements and mistakes will be celebrated. And now I'd like to pass it off to Chuk to talk about our ideation of topics and episodes.
Hey guys, lucky for you, you guys get a preview / summary of some of the topics we'll be discussing for our first season. Some of our more serious topics include growing up Asian American, something that kind of resonates with a good number of us, especially in this pandemic and this kind of shaky climate. Another topic is our journey to motherhood and like how we got here, how we knew we wanted to become moms. We have another episode regarding our professions and our careers, and discussing how our roles as mothers affect our careers and how our careers affect, our roles as mothers. Some of our more lighthearted episodes include an acronym that I made. I'm so proud of myself. We call it the LBKs, the Lady Boner Killers. I know you can all relate to these. This will be a fun episode. And another one is called Desert Party, where we discuss our trips to the desert, whether it's like a fun kind of crazy trip that we would do without kids, or our family fun trips where, we are responsible adults and we're okay with that. So some of these episodes will also just be like a good mix of serious and lighthearted playfulness. So there you have it for season 1. Now
we're going to go into some questions. We wanted you guys to participate, with us. You guys have any questions for us, regarding any of those episode topics or anything you want to ask, really, go ahead and, shout us out in the chat box or raise your hand in the reaction.
Sorry. I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry. I'm sorry. No one be sorry. I think we're going to discuss our kind of monthly or so feature of a female business entrepreneur and leader who's making big changes in the community. I think our first feature will be Proud. Proud is a business litigator attorney who I met through the Thai American Bar Association. And not only is she a tenacious, ferocious attorney, she also has a great heart and is using her, I can't believe she has spare time to raise funds for some great nonprofit organizations. So Proud, if you want to say a few words about your projects, we'd be happy to hear.
Sure. First of all, thank you ladies so much for putting this podcast together. I'm so excited to hear all your episodes. I'm expecting our first in August and a little overwhelmed but excited about what that means for our family and for my career. And we'll be very excited to get any advice I can from you ladies who have pioneered the path and are so very brave.
We'll help you through it.
Thank you so much also for featuring me. I'm very honored for that. My two kind of pet projects came about. The Little Red Dog project I started because my husband started volunteering for this rescue by taking in a bunch of stray dogs that he wanted to foster. And I love doing that, but it's a ton of work. So I started thinking about how I could help the rescue without having to take in a whole bunch of dogs. And I started drawing first our dogs, and then people asked me to do their dogs. And it turned into a whole thing. I've now done about 100 pet portraits for donations for the rescue. And I love it because people, it makes people really happy. And it helps the rescue do what they do, which is to rescue dogs, rehabilitate them, and find them loving homes.
That's amazing, Proud.
Yeah, thanks. My second project, it was a children's book called Pandemic, which I wrote and illustrated because I felt for all the moms out there who have kids cooped up at home, and I can't fathom how to explain to a kid what's going on and why they have to be away from their friends. So I created a little book to help explain to kids, you know, why we're doing what we're doing and to stay strong and to stay positive. And I was giving out copies of that book for donations to the Relief Center that helps other nonprofits that support healthcare workers and other philanthropy efforts during COVID. So congrats again on your podcast and good luck moving forward.
I just want to say I have this book. It's a really good book. I read it to Kai, and I think he understood it, but these illustrations are great, Proud.
Yeah, they are. I love them. And you know, like Chuk said, you know, we want, this platform really is also about community and empowerment and showcasing the female. And you know, we love that you're doing this and you're giving back to the community, and we love that we can be a part of it and help you spread the word.
Thank you so much, Proud. Okay.
So we have a few questions.
We've got some Q&As. We actually had a couple of the same questions come in earlier, even before the launch, from Tracy in San Francisco and Michael in the room next door. The question was, when will the first episode be released?
Oh, so I'll answer that. So at this stage, the plan is to release every other week on a Wednesday. So that means you will have an episode on June 3rd. So right now you're sitting with this trailer, and then on June 3rd, you'll have our first one, which is Growing Up Asian American.
Very cool. We had another question coming from Nicole in the chat box along a similar vein. Are the episodes already recorded?
So part of the reason why it's every other week is because we're trying to bank it up. So we actually still are recording. While Chuk gave you a rundown of the episodes that we have finished recording for season 1, we have one more that we haven't recorded that will be added to it. And this basically will take us out 2 months. No, is it 2 months? Can I do my math? Is that right? 4 months. 4 months. and then if I'm not in front of an Excel spreadsheet, I can't do math. But with Chuk actually about to give birth, obviously, she's going to need some time with her family. So it kind of actually worked out. So we have a little bit of a buffer, and we'll be planning on season 2 for sure.
Awesome.
How do we listen?
Oh,
is that like
okay? So Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, Podbean, and Google Podcast, if that's what it's called. So all the places you would normally find a podcast.
Yes.
And we're on
Good
IG.
question. Good question.
Yeah, and on IG we'll have the information for you too. That's an easy place to go to.
Ooh, so Daisy has a very good question. So she says, where are we recording is one question. And that is remotely, like literally just like this on Zoom. When the ideation came up, we were still obviously allowed to be out in public. And then I think was it the weekend that we were about to go and record?
The first
stay at home. Yeah, the stay at home orders came. So, as responsible citizens, we didn't do it. And we've been doing it this way since, and it's actually worked out quite well.
Mm-hmm.
I think as far as upcoming episodes, I think each of us can speak and say which ones they're most excited about. I love them all, I will say, quite frankly. But, like the first one for me is it really hits home for me. In light of just the social unrest that's going on and COVID and whatnot. So like for me, it's growing up Asian American. And go ahead, girls.
For me, it'd have to be Desert Party.
That's a good one.
Just because it really shows like the dichotomy, like how many different things or how, all the things we do out there, the activities, and that we could do it with our families, kids, and without. So that was a really great one for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed Road to Motherhood because I think a lot of times we come to these group gatherings just super positive and really we don't talk much about like any of the sad stuff that we're feeling inside or any of the challenges along the way. So I was actually learning so much about the three of you as we were going through that podcast recording too, which was really special to me.
Yes, we learned so much about each other, even after knowing each other for 17 years.
Yes.
Isn't that insane? Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Every episode, seriously. Yeah. For me, I love all those episodes, but I'm really looking forward to the one we're going to record next, another week. That topic will be Asian moms, specifically Mrs. Chukiet. And anyone who knows me and my mom knows, like, we have a very special relationship, but she is like, she's totally a character. Through and through, an Asian mom.
And yeah, that can be any mom really, but obviously we identify with Asian, so that's what the episode is.
Especially Mrs. Chukiet, she's crazy.
She is a character.
She is good content.
Yeah.
Tiffany.
Oh my God.
And then Jeanette asked us how many episodes per season. So I think that would make it 7, right? Once we round this one out.
Yeah, I think we were shooting for 7 or 8. I think we're doing 7 for our first season.
Yeah. And, this is Eileen. Thank you for asking this. So Eileen asks, are you going to be polling people for ideation for future topics? And yes, actually, we love this question because obviously, because this is a community, we would love to hear from you guys, and you don't have to do it here. You can send us an email, you can send us a DM on Instagram, whatever it may be. But like, if there are any topics that you guys are passionate about that you would like us to cover, chat about, talk about, bring to light, let us know. A lot of stuff that we haven't talked about that's like on the season 2 docket are things like mental health, self-care. I'm blanking. What else was on there? Anybody else? I'm blanking at the moment.
We have a whole list of topics.
Yeah, keeping your relationship alive, dating your spouse.
Lowering your expectations.
For our husbands. Our husbands are going to have their own episode, guys. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, the ones where the guys record.
Oh, Jake would like to say something about that.
There's a lot of anxiety about what's involved in that episode. We're good sports.
He's talking about lady boner killers, guys.
Jake's nervous for that one.
Jake all texted each other. They're nervous.
But actually, I think now would be a good time to give some credits, maybe, and some thanks to our fellow partners.
Yes, we thank our husbands. Without them, we couldn't take the time to do this, the time for ourselves really to do this without, having interruptions with the children and things like that. But also the support in allowing us to really create this thing for women. They've really been so great. So thank you, Jake, and thank you, Sana. And if you guys want to say any thank yous as well.
Well, I don't know if your brother can hear us, but thank you for all his work with the graphics. We couldn't have done that without him. And obviously the most, well, not the most, but also significant thank you to you guys for being here and for being supporters. This couldn't happen without you guys. So thank you so much. And I hope we are doing you guys justice as females and with our content and just being out there and doing the damn thing,
Yeah, sure, just doing the damn thing. For me, Teacha, thank you so much to Michael for holding down the fort every single Sunday for us recording this. Really appreciate it. Not only are you holding down the fort and watching Kennedy, but you're making sure the house is clean, things are cooked, and that, life resumes as possible. So I so appreciate and love you. Thank you so much for that.
Wait, sorry. Thanks, Dave. I thought that went without saying since Isa said it. But just to put it on record, thank you, Dave. You are the man.
Well, I will take that cue. I will thank my husband, Glenn, because he's great, blah, blah, blah. Hi, blah, blah, blah. And most importantly, he's providing great content for us to discuss.
On the technical side, like Tilo mentioned, my brother Kano did our logo and a lot of the graphics. So thank you, Kano, for being our graphic designer. A big thank you goes out to Jake, because he also, under Baby Daddy Beats, they made our beat, our intro. So a big thank you for that as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming.
Yeah, we totally appreciate you having you here and your support.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out of a very precious, precious Saturday to spend it with us. So we're actually going to keep spinning for the next 20 minutes or so. So if you want to stay back and chat, that'd be awesome to listen to some DJ Isa. And if not, because I know you're all busy, thank you again. We so appreciate it. And I hope you guys all tune in on Wednesday for our first episode.
Thank you.
Thanks, girls.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you. We miss all of you guys in person.
Yeah. Thanks, Rose. Thanks, Trey.
Thanks, Linda.
Hi, Kim. Thank you so much.
Hang out if you want to. Keep this open if you want to.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Linda.
It's a party.
Got a thumbs up on the song. Huh?
I know, this is a very good song. Hi, baby Sana. Hi.
Jesse, I want to hear you sing this song. So Andrea is on. She's a true pop star.
Oh, this is another good one.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's Toffee and Marsh. Marshmallow. Look at Emily's doggies.
Oh, let's spotlight them.
Hey.
bliss could never take flight. Sitting back, mouth in my hand. Sitting hot, trying to
She's
see
definitely part of the sisterhood.
Oh, Tommy! Make my plans and you over here.
Marshy's licking his butt.
Oh, thanks, Kat. Thanks for your comment.
I think it's his penis, actually.
Thank you. Oh, is it? Oh.
And then we both do. We go on and on and on and on and on. Sweeter than Ben and Jerry.
Who's this on LJ's feed? Who are we looking at? Hi.
Hi, LJ's friends. Oh no, you're muted.
Oh, Jason!
Oh, I think they're actually at a brewery.
Yeah, no, they are. They're legit at a brewery in Pomona.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Oh, everyone's good for that.
What is everybody up to? Is anybody doing anything else today?
Oh, that's a good question. We're doing a spatchcock chicken.
Oh, I heard it comes out very juicy.
Yeah,
like very tender.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make her bok choy after this.
Nice.
Dinner. Yeah.
Is it the one from Trader Joe's?
No. It's from the Rouse down the street.
Oh, okay.
It's like pre-marinated already?
Oh no, Michael's doing.
Oh wow, you're fancy doing it from scratch.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do the bok choy. I found a 10-minute recipe, so hopefully it won't be.
That just reminds me, I have to figure out what to make for dinner.
Come over here.
Has anybody actually been? I surprisingly have enjoyed quarantine cooking. I normally don't like cooking, but like maybe because there's no time limit around it.
Yeah.
I
don't
think
have to rush off.
Yeah, less pressure. Ooh, guys, I did get a pound of active yeast.
A pound? That's a lot.
Anybody need some yeast? Come and get it.
You're baking all the bread.
I'm baking all the bread.
Maya, is Orange Theory opening back up soon?
No, but we're doing Zoom classes.
It's not the same, is it?
It's fun though. It's a really good workout. Our studio owner and coach, she makes it into an hour-long session. Yeah. So, and it's May Mayhem right now, so it's crazy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's been streaming all these like workouts. I did a couple of like base camp ones.
I
don't know if you've heard of base camp, but they're like very HIIT oriented. I'm like dying after them because I'm not used to it.
Yeah, the Orange Theory, like, I think in the first block, it was like a 23-minute block, and then it, like, we did over like 100 burpees. So, yeah, it was rough.
Are you going to continue working from home for the time being?
Yeah, they said maybe we'll go back on June 30th, but we probably won't go back maybe in the fall.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I don't want to be around a bunch of students that are so I don't know if we're gonna go back.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Hi, pretty girl. Hi. Where's Oliver? Where's your brother?
Where's Papa? Here. Say hi, girls.
Hi, we love you.
Look, there's Sana.
Hi, Lulu.
Wait, louder.
Aww. Would you say hi? She's saying hi, Sana. Emily, what's going on? You don't have work today? You're not on call?
My work has not been telling us what's going on, but I'm not working for the next 2 weeks, and then we will see.
Oh, because you had like, were you only doing emergency stuff?
Yeah, we're only doing emergencies, and they closed 5 of our 7 dental clinics.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see what happens.
Okay. Because at the beginning, you guys were open. So is there a lot
right
of cases
away,
in
they
your county?
closed 5 of the 7 dental clinics, and we're rotating us. So I worked 1 week, and then I was off for 3 weeks, and then I worked 1 week, and now I'm off again. So yeah.
Is it impacting you? Like, are you not getting paid on the weeks you're not working?
They told us we could use our sick time and vacation time, but then once that runs out, then we can apply for unemployment in those times. Because
that is a pretty shitty situation.
Yeah. Pro tip. I've been getting unemployment.
Yes. Get on
even though I had the option to use part-time and sick.
Yeah, I found that out kind of later now, and I don't know if you can go back.
You should go back and claim. That's not cool. You should go back and claim.
Okay, I'll look into it, because that's what one of my coworkers just told me today via text also. She's like, you should look back into that, because when it was just sick time, like, if you still qualify. And I was like, oh, really?
And it's really weird because so then I was not working, and then I started working part-time, and then now I'm full-time again.